Candace Against the Universe was just released like a month ago, and I've seen many people asking for Phineas and Ferb Season 5. And to that, I say they already have. Well, kind of. You see, after Dan and Swampy ended Phineas and Ferb, they made a new show called Milo Murphy's Law, which was meant to be a sequel to Phineas and Ferb. This show was perfect. A sequel to an already popular series. This is going to explode in popularity. Except it didn't. Not a single episode was able to reach 1 million views. But why is this? Well, to understand this, let's go back to 2016 when the show first aired. But before we do that, only 5% of the 97 viewers on this video are subscribed. That means that 93 of you guys weren't subscribed. You guys can subscribe to this channel for free right now. Back to the video. So a factor that played into the downfall of Milo Murphy's Law was Disney XD. Milo Murphy's Law first aired on Disney XD in October of 2016. During 2016, Disney XD was experiencing a decline in viewership. Cable in general was dying. Streaming services such as YouTube and Netflix just outcompeted cable, which resulted in Disney+. This shift also led to a 1-year hiatus of Milo after season 1, causing the show to not be able to attract as many fans. This didn't really affect the show as much as the last factor, but it's still something that I should mention. When Phineas and Ferb aired on TV, it was a massive hit, with the first episode gaining 10 million views. Phineas and Ferb was an episodic-based show with conflicts that only lasted in one episode. On TV, where Phineas and Ferb aired, you can't really choose which episodes to watch, so an episodic-based show isn't really affected by this. Unlike Phineas and Ferb, Milo Murphy's Law was not an episodic show. There's lore in every episode with an arc in each season, so you couldn't just watch a random episode without any context like Phineas and Ferb. There also wasn't a good place to watch these episodes in order until the series came to Disney+, months after the last episode aired. I mean, you could watch it on Amazon, but who pays $2 per episode when you can just pay $7 to Disney+ to watch the whole series? There's 40 episodes, so $2 per episode is like $80. Also, I think the writers noticed that the viewership was low during the first season, so they tried doing this thing where they put Doof as a recurring character after the crossover, but they put him in every single episode in season 2, like he's from a totally different show, yet he still gets more screen time than some of the characters on the actual show, which pisses me the fuck. Yeah, the viewership never went up, so this leads to the question, what are they doing after season 2 of Milo Murphy's Law? Are they going to make a third season? Are they going to cancel a show? Are they going back to Phineas and Ferb? Is this the last of the show we're ever going to see? Milo Murphy's Law has not been canceled, but season 3 also hasn't been announced either. Dan Povenmire, the creator of Milo Murphy's Law, and Phineas and Ferb stated that Milo Murphy's Law season 3 would only happen if they get an uptick in viewers on Disney+. To answer the question of Dan and Swampy returning to Phineas and Ferb, there was a Phineas and Ferb Milo Murphy's Law crossover in season 2, and they did just release Candace Against the Universe. On a Disney podcast, Dan stated that if he were to be asked by Disney to make another movie, he would never say no. I also don't think they would make a Phineas and Ferb season 5, since that show wrapped itself up in the last episode, Last Day of Summer, and Milo Murphy's Law was supposed to take place after that, specifically on the first day of school. I've heard some people suggest that season 5 should either take place in the next summer or Phineas and Ferb in school, but that's kind of a stretch. To answer the question about what is going to happen after the 2 seasons of Milo Murphy's Law, it is clear that Dan and Swampy are moving on to new projects. Dan also stated that he was making a new pilot for a new show.
I'm working on a pilot right now that I did the first pass on the boards before all this happened, and I've been editing it on Storyboard Pro.
The premises of this show, or when the show would even air, is still unknown. Hell, the pilot is still in production, so it still hasn't been picked up by Disney yet. In my opinion, the first season of Milo Murphy's Law was a banger. Season 2 was meh, and there needs to be a season 3. It's clear that the show had plans for season 3, but whether they deliver season 3 will forever remain just a mystery. It's my world.